Good evening.
Me too.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm fine. So I heard that you go back to school
Yes.
earlier. So how's your day?
It's good.
You're happy?
Yes.
Okay. Did you meet your friends?
Yes.
Wow, that's very good. You have a homework?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So have you finished it or not?
Mm, Not yet.
Oh, not yet. So don't forget to do your homework later. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Have you eaten your dinner?
Yes. And you?
Yes. Okay, let's start. So for tonight's lesson, we are going to talk about Koreans, okay?
Yes.
Koreans on to go. Okay, please read this one.
Not long ago, few, very few Koreans had ever been out of their own homeland. Not many were given passport by their government, and they had very tight limits on how much money they could take out of the country. Then almost overnight, the situation changed radically for, for the most part there. Today, Korea is the nation of tourists. The travel into is pushing student global.
Industry
Industry
flourishing
is flourishing. Many young people regularly go
regularly.
regularly go backpacking in April or Australia. Students go about to get degrees. Honeymooners get acquainted with each other in Thailand or Bali instead of just usual retreat. People visit the place in April and the years that they have always wanted to see but couldn't. How with organized group, shopping tours, business people are constantly traveling around the globe to search of opportunities. Foreign branch office and factories are becoming increasingly important part of nation economy. With
Economy.
this economy, with this explosion of Korean travel, foreign employers are
Say
talking as
entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurs are taking advantage of
Advantage.
advantage of the situation by setting up special restaurants, administration,
Accommodations.
accommodation,
Say again, accommodations.
accommodation,
Again, accommodations.
accommodation,
Very good.
tours, and so on that cater special to Korean taste,
Specifically,
specifically
okay,
to
say
Korean
specifically.
specifically to Korean taste almost everywhere in the world. Korean unremovable can feel comfortable at home, and yet
Comfortably.
comfortably at home, and yet one can't help but wonder whether it is
Is actually
actually defending the main purpose of travel is it is stop. Is
ex-
being displayed that
exotic.
exhaustive is being displaced by the ordinary. If the whole planet is becoming homogenized, then how can be placed I'm from? However, going there is cheaper and more convenient. Just to say, stay where I am.
Okay, so I have a question. How was Koreans' travel formerly restricted?
Mm, what is restricted? Okay.
Yes. How was Koreans' travel formerly restricted? What is the reason why
Mm,
traveling in Korea is formally restricted?
I don't know. I think it's something that is far with some countries, and the the way to go, the vehicle is to go is very expensive.
Yes, and the other reason is because a lot of tourists go to Korea, right? And a lot of
Yes,
them are taking advantage by building a restaurant and
yes,
not, yes, and they are not paying taxes.
yes,
Yeah, so that is the reason why traveling in Korea is very restricted.
yes.
Okay, here. Oh, let's skip that part because you don't know what it is. Okay, now let's. Okay, remember a lot of tourists go to Korea, right?
Yes,
They want to see a snow, right? And they
yes,
they want to explore Korea. So, their economy was very rich, right?
yes.
So, and but
Um,
but traveling in Korea is very restricted because of the people who are taking advantage them, right?
yes. Some buildings the hotels, but not paying taxes.
Yeah, some of them are building at hotels, but they are not paying the taxes, right? So,
Yes.
do you think it's the right way to secure the security or to implement some law about traveling in one country?
Mm, I think we have to follow the rules.
What?
Pay taxes. We have to follow the rule when going to some country.
Yes, we have to follow the rules when we are going to another country. So, what can you say about the Korean government? Remember,
Mm,
they implement some law. They implemented some law
mm,
about in the tourist, right?
but I think they need to more carefully in watching other people.
So you mean that they have to be careful.
Yes.
Okay. How about in your country? Um, are there many people or many tourists go in your country?
Mm, I don't know. I'm not watching TV too much.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. I have a question. Is your country restrict or are there any law about
Mm,
tourists or for the tourist?
no.
No. Okay. So, as a tourist, what should we do? Or what are the things that we have to do when we are in different country?
Mm, I never asked a tourist.
Now, how about you? For example, you are in another country. So, what are the things that you have to do?
Follow the rule in that country.
Yes, first things is we have to follow the rules, right? That
Yes.
implemented by that country. And
Yes.
we have to be responsible, right?
Yes.
Yes, and we should be careful when we are in another country. Okay, very good. Let's move here. Okay, let's move here about Murphy's Law.
What is mafia?
What?
What is mafia?
Oh, what is Murphy's Law?
Yes.
Okay.
Follow and understand is uh, a rule that not not ever stop.
What?
It's not a law that never stop and bring the bad thing. But
Yes. Yes. Okay, let's talk about Murphy's Law. Look at here.
I don't know who Murphy was, but everybody knows his law. Whatever can go wrong, it will never fall. Physics can purge. Newton laws, they can predict with law by body and window. But nobody can get anything past that Murphy. Just look at the various astronaut accidents. The crew and the flight controller practice for every event actually over and over again. All of the system are doubly and triply unused. So if something falls, they are back up. To back up, unless the weather and all other conditions are absolutely perfect, the shuttle won't even take off, even if the schedule left off. It's only second away, and yet describe all of these procedures. Every few
Okay.
years,
Say precautions.
precautions. Every few years, some terrible happens. Is because the inseparable nature of Murphy law.
Okay,
What
say inexorable.
inexorable. Whatever can go wrong will. It's too bad that there isn't a recovery like what can go right will. Sometimes we get luck and something nice happens to us by chance, it's uh, but, but it's a hit or miss type of event. There are a lot of really good things that I dreamed about my whole life, but not very many of them has actually happened. But I'm sure that I suffered from all of the bad confession of my careless or all of just being the wrong place at the wrong time. Whatever can go wrong will, and always the wrong possible time.
Okay, so this is all about Murphy's Law. Murphy is okay. This is some okay. Murphy lives 1,000 years ago. Yes. And Murphy said, or Murphy's Law is all about here. He said that whatever can go wrong will. Okay, it's too bad that there isn't a corollary like whatever can go right will. Sometimes we get lucky and sometimes nice happen to us by chance. But do you agree with this? If something happened to you or if something nice happened to you, it's just by chance or
Yes.
it's just a good luck. Yes?
Both,
What?
both of them.
Both? Okay. Okay, sometimes we get lucky and sometimes nice happen to us by chance, but it's a hit or miss type of event. There are lots of really good right things that I've learned about my whole life, but not many of them have actually happened, but I'm sure that I've suffered from all the bad consequences of my carelessness or just being the wrong place at the wrong time. So this is correct. All the consequences that we are going to encounter is most of the reason of that is because of our carelessness.
Yes.
Yes, because of our carelessness. For example, we are in college and you're not
Mm-hmm.
choosing your friends or your friends is doing something bad. You know that they are doing something bad like they're smoking and drinking beer always and they are not attending their class, but
Yes.
still you want to be with them. So you know what exactly you're doing, right? But
Yes.
instead of attending class, you are going to choose, or you want to be with your friends,
Mm,
and the result is you got a very low grades, and then your parents are very disappointed on you, right?
yes.
Yes, and the punishment, it may be your parents want you to stop attending your class, or they are going to cut all your allowance, right?
Yes.
And for example, you are going to be grounded, right?
Yes.
So that is your punishment because of your carelessness, and you know exactly what is right, but you didn't do it, right?
Yes.
Yes, and all you have to do is when you are getting older, you will encounter different circumstances. All you have to do, and also the distractions, especially when you are when you are teens, there are a lot of distractions. So all you have to do is avoid those distractions and focus on study.
Yes.
Yes, that's really important. Okay, let's go back here. So Murphy said is whatever can go right, it will, and whatever can go wrong will. So look at here, whatever can go wrong will, and always at the worst possible time. Okay, let's talk about this word fudge, meaning
Just the detail of something.
eventual eventuality is
Something that might happen, especially something that people may have to deal with it.
redundant.
Like, can you repeat?
Redundant.
Um, yes, no, no one.
This one, redundant,
Wait.
is
Okay. A sentence what is
okay.
easily
Say
or
exceeding.
exceeding what is usual or necessary.
Say usual.
Usual.
Yeah. Next is lift off.
Type of a rocket from is launch launch pad.
Corollary.
Something that will also be true if particular idea or statement is true, or something that will also exist if a particular situation exists.
Very good. Next is backup.
Like suitable kit in receipt.
Say substitute.
Substitute.
Next is inexorable.
And it's solvable. Impossible to stop.
Next is hit or miss.
Not planned or done in an ordinary way.
Okay, very good. Now let's have. Okay, nobody can get anything past that Murphy. What does it mean?
It's meaning nobody, nobody can pass the Murphy that someone will pass, so I don't know. I just know that some people can pass the Murphy law.
Yes, there are no people can pass what is Murphy's past, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move here. Okay, can you express Murphy's law a different way? Or here, I have a question about Murphy's law. Remember, Murphy said that if it is something wrong will happen, it will happen, right?
Yes.
So Murphy's trying to say that if you're going to experience or encountered some circumstances, it's just because of your carelessness. Yeah, so what can you say about, for example, you are going to express Murphy's law in a different way. How can you
Hmm,
explain it?
it's kind of like a curse to everyone. If somebody passes, they they will pass it all life.
Yes. Okay. If I will explain what is Murphy's law in different way, I think remember Murphy said that it if it's worst, it will. Or he's trying to say
Yeah.
that if you are going to encounter worst thing, you are going to face it, right?
Yes.
Okay, here. Okay, let's move here. Do you believe in Murphy's law? Do you believe Murphy's law is true? Why
Yes.
or why not? Why? Why do you believe him?
Because some some bad situation, the bad thing will always happen.
The bad things will always happen.
Yes.
What else? What is the reason why do you believe Murphy's law?
Because he say that the bad thing will happen, it will.
Yeah,
And the bad situation is always happen bad thing.
yes, and it is always because of our
Mm, our trouble. Some have trouble, so they they not believe that um they cannot doing anything wrong.
yes, and it is all because of our carelessness, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the difference between jinx? Oh, let's forget this one. Why does Murphy's law seems to be accurate? Accurate
Because
or correct?
because nobody can pass that law.
What else? Can you give me another reason why Murphy's law is accurate?
Because he say that bad thing will happen. So if we care about our job, it will happen.
It will happen. Yes, very good. Okay, if you are going to apply to yourself Murphy's law, what are the things that you have to do? Or what are the things that you are going to do?
Mm, care about the life.
What?
Mm, I don't remember.
For example, you are going to apply the Murphy's law in your life. What are you going to do, or what are the things that you have to do to avoid it?
What is um, stop thinking about it and care about what we're doing.
Yes, and we have to avoid distraction, right? Especially you.
Yes.
When you are getting older, you will encounter, like what I said earlier, you are going to encounter different problems and different people and distraction. So all you have to do is to avoid them, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and always do a right thing. But nobody is perfect. We all have mistakes. All we have to do is we have to change, and every mistake that we are going to have is we're going to learn a lesson from it, right?
You mean that we always have all bad things, so we need to face face it and have a better change, right?
Yes, all we have to do is we have to in every mistake that we are going to encounter, we have to learn from it, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So very good. Our time is up and we are going to continue our lesson again. Okay?
Okay.
And don't forget to do your homework. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Good night. Bye bye.
Okay.